toothpick holder for elephants. You know the ones I'm talking about? My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook. Sometimes I go picking with my boyfriend, sometimes it's my best friend Sue, and sometimes it's my kids. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and hopefully just maybe making a profit. Okay, well today we've got another solo haul video, but in addition to our haul video, I'm going to be tacking on our mystery unboxing video. And you're probably wondering, Jocelyn, how are you gonna do that by yourself? Well, I've got a box here full of stuff. Andrew is not here, but we're gonna go through it. He is actually metal detecting in Brooklyn, New York today. He's still there. I mean, it's nighttime right now, but he's staying overnight in Brooklyn, New York. That's where he is. And I am here, and I need this video to go out tomorrow, so I warned him ahead of time. I'm gonna put out the video without you. He was okay with it. So we're gonna go over this stuff. We're gonna talk about what we spent on it and how much I can expect to get for it on eBay. Not so much about what we spent on it because honestly, I can't remember. But it was in yesterday's video, so if you watched that video, you can go back and see. It wasn't a whole lot. It's the flea market. We don't pay very much for stuff. There's a few things that I know how much I paid for, but it's not like it still has the price tags on it. So we're gonna go through the stuff that you saw in the video first, and then we're gonna go through the box of stuff that Andrew picked up before I got there. Now, I personally have not been through this box. I don't know what's in the box, but he's not here to show me. So we're gonna go through it together and see what all he picked up. I'm a little excited for this, but let's go through the stuff that we all got together. Now, as you remember from yesterday's video, Eric was not there, so our typical 6 banana boxes did not happen. All we've got is a single box, and we really didn't get a whole lot of stuff when we were wandering around either. So this is gonna be a relatively quick video, and I can, put them together. I will say this. My laundry machine is running in the background, so you're probably hearing that. It's not a ghost. I know some people are like, there's a reflection in the glass behind her. It's a ghost. It's not a ghost. Neither is that sound. It is my washing machine. So, that being said, let's get through this stuff. I guess we'll start with this mug that I just moved out of the way. So we went to this one area where we do not go very often, and he had a couple things there. It was 2 for $1. No, it was 2, like 50 cents each, 3 for $1. So basically, buy 2, get 1 free. And it didn't really occur to me until after I turned my camera off. I did get 3 pieces. I did, because the last one was free. One of the pieces I got was this really fun mug. I just thought that this was delightful. I just love the sad face. It's marked 1986 Leslie Lentz. I did try looking this person up, could not find them. I don't know if it was just a student art piece or what it was, but I thought it was very interesting. I don't know if it would make sense to drink coffee out of this. I didn't try it. It seems really sad. It's a sad mug. It's for those days when you're feeling sad, I guess. I paid 50 cents for this. I would expect probably, I want to say, to get like 15 for it because it's fun and it's funky and it's different. So probably 15 to 20 for that mug. And what else did we get there? It was, oh, Andrew got a mug that he's keeping for himself. That was the other 50 cents. And then the free item that we got was just this little tray. It says on the back 4-piece set. Obviously, we just got one of the 4, but it's just a nice little oblong dish, and I got it because I like the flowers on it. So I'm not really sure what this could be used for, but it was free, and it was pretty, and it had a flower on it, so I said, sure, why not? This piece, I would expect maybe to get like $3 to $5 for, but it was free, so that's free money right there. That's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about what we got at Bill's because I have that here. One of the pieces I grabbed at Bill's, whenever I'm at Bill's, I love to look through the linens and textiles. He's always got a very good selection. I'm not sure what he has before I get there in the morning because Andrew, he's starting to get an eye for these things, but he's not like on top of the textiles yet. And he's getting better and better at picking out stuff that I like, which is awesome. In addition to stuff that he likes. But this was one of the textiles that I grabbed. I was really excited about this. This is what we call a crazy quilt. It is marked 1923. I don't think that's 13. I think that's 23. I love the pieces that are dated. This one has silks, and I don't know if it's satins or not. Silks and satins, I do believe. So this is a nicer piece. Usually when it has silks and satins, it's one of the nicer pieces. And I'm looking on the back. Is that? No, that's just where they put the date. I thought maybe I saw initials on it. It's in pretty rough shape. The 1923. That was 100 years ago, and the fabrics are starting to deteriorate, but a lot of the times people will use these and frame them and make them like artwork, so it's not the end of the world. Some of the nicer pieces have like butterflies embroidered on them, or little just little nice little touches, and they usually have somebody's name on them, and they have dates. They can get really fancy. And those are the ones that you want to look for. Those are the ones that can go for a lot of money. Now, a lot of people have been commenting on how many quilts I pick up, and the reason being that I am right on the outskirts of Amish country. So I come across a lot of quilts. I think that's probably the reasoning for it. There are a lot of quilts around me, but I'm also just trained to see them, I think. So like you guys see them because I see them. But yeah, so I really love this. I mean, the condition is very unfortunate, but we'll list it and see what it does. It's kind of a larger square, so I don't know. We got another one of these pillowcases. Now these, you guys see us pick up a lot. They don't sell for very well. I don't know if there's an exception to the rule. There's usually an exception to the rule for everything, but in general, these don't seem to sell very well. There's probably certain ones that do sell well, but normally you're looking at like $8 to $12 for one of these in good condition. So this is just a souvenir pillowcase. It's got the yellow fringe on the outside. This one is Fort McClellan, but it's just a vintage pillowcase. So they don't sell for very much, but when you get them cheap at the flea market or at the bins, it's usually worth it. So we'll pick them up. This piece right here. Now I grabbed this because I thought this was really nice embroidery. I don't know if it's gonna focus for you guys, but I just thought the work on this was just very nicely done. I don't know if that's, see, I don't know if that's machine done. I know when I like a piece and it stands out to me, but I'm not, I don't know it well enough to know if, hey, that's machine made or not. But I would like to say that this is handmade. It's very nicely done. I just thought it was really pretty with the white roses and the border around the edges. I really wish it would focus for you guys so you could see that. I'll even show you the back so you can see the stitching. I just thought this was a pretty piece, and it's just a little circular piece, so it would just go up on a table like a little doily, almost, I would suspect. I'm not sure how much this would go for. Textiles are really hard to gauge their value. At least I have a hard time gauging their value because most of the times each one is unique. It each has its own personality. So it's hard to say. So, you know, it takes somebody coming along and saying, I really like that. And this is one of those pieces. In which case I really like this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to let it go, but I have to. Otherwise I'm a hoarder. We bought these footstools at Bill's. I like these footstools a lot. I come across them a lot. These ones they're small. I mean, they're not tiny, but they're smaller, so they would be relatively easy to ship. They are, I don't know if they'd be cross stitch on the top, but they do have this design on the top. Both of them do. This one is red. This one is green. But they're wooden stools. They sell for anywhere from $25 to $35 a piece, and we paid $7 a piece for them. So we're gonna make some money back on those. I do believe that this one is older. It's kind of got those Eastlake, incised Eastlake design on it. So I do think that one's a little bit older. The other one, even the hardware on it doesn't make me think it's as old. The hardware looks a little bit newer, so not sure about that. Also, got this from Bill. Now, I typically would never look at celluloid, but Sue's all about celluloid, so I've kind of started, like, I look at it now. Unfortunately, these pieces are not very valuable. I did clean them, and you know what they smell like? Just opening it, they smell like vapor rub. I don't know why, but they have this very strong vapor rub odor. That's just what they smell like. And I like the smell of vapor rub personally, I don't know. But that's what they smell like. They've got staining on them. I mean, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, celluloid, I'm gonna grab that. But as you can see, the staining on them is just, it's probably worse than I can do anything with. So I'm probably gonna end up listing these really low starting bid. If somebody can use them, like just set them on their dresser because they want an old-timey look on their dresser, then, you know, that's fine. But typically a set like this in good condition would sell for like $10 to $20. So considering ours is all beat up and stained, it's probably not gonna do very well, unfortunately. You know, but it happens occasionally from time to time. Now, this basket I did not get at the flea market, but I had no way to carry around all of my happy salt and pepper shakers, so I stuck them in a basket. Typically, this style of basket would be used for carrying eggs, but, you know, whatever. We'll make it work. So I've got a whole array of salt and pepper shakers in here. If you saw Andrew and I picking through the salt and pepper shakers in yesterday's video, we picked out quite some interesting ones, just ones that appealed to us. Specifically, I think probably my favorite ones out of this whole bin were these. And I didn't actually realize this, and Sam had them listed, but they're actually supposed to be holding hands. I think in the pictures they're just like this, but I didn't realize this until I was looking at other ones. They're actually holding hands. Like, that's the intent. I don't know. I think that's a little weird though, because they sit like this, but that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be like holding hands, salt and pepper shakers. I thought they were just like magic jazz hands ones, but no. I cannot find another pair like this on the interwebs, so I don't know. I do not know what they would be worth, because I can find holding hands, but none of them are this sleek looking. They all have the fingers jointed. These ones, the fingers each have their own detail and they're each individual. So I don't know what these would sell for, but honestly, someone in the comments suggested putting glitter instead of salt and pepper in them and then just like sprinkling the glitter around. That's my favorite idea ever. I'm not gonna lie. So that's probably my favorite salt and pepper shakers of the bunch, but we'll go through some of the others. This one we talked briefly about in the video. This is Mother in the Kitchen, and I know this because a very nice lady in our Facebook group informed me when we had picked up some similar pieces that this design made by UNESCO is considered Mother in the Kitchen. And there is a collector's market for it, and it comes in various colors. I guess there's rose, pink, blue, and I believe there's one other color, and I can't remember what it was. But that's what this style is. And you remember our spoon rests? We had a spoon rest, and we had a scrubber pad Mother in the Kitchen, and that is what they are called. So there is a collector's market for these. Unfortunately, we only had the single. I saw the single selling for $10, just the single. So I'm thinking we'll probably make 8 to 12 for her, hopefully, fingers crossed. We've got little elephants here that we picked up. You know, the elephants, as well as the birds, I would expect to get about $10 for, $8 to $10 for just the little critters and animals. There's not really a whole lot special about them that I'm noticing. We got these little bunnies. These seem to be higher quality. There's a lot more weight to them. I like the glazing, but again, 8 to 12 for those. Now, these are the other ones that are kind of fun. Sam had listed these, and she listed them in blues and yellows, and I was about to make them live. and I went in to look at some comparable ones, and I didn't realize that the set is actually mismatched. Ooh, sorry. So what I mean is the yellow and the blue is a set. This is one set. And then this yellow and blue is another set. So we're gonna have to restart those and take some more pictures. But I was like, that's kind of weird. Like I get that, like, together, I would have taken pictures together too, honestly. And I just happened to be looking and I'm like, wait a second, they're opposites. Okay, whatever. So we actually have 2 sets of those, which is cool, I guess. Now these ones, oh, and those ones actually sell between $15 and $20 for a set of these ones are Chicken of the Sea. They're made by Bauer Pottery. So they're little fish. The bottom says Chicken of the Sea. Ours don't have stoppers, so I don't know if that affects the value or not. But a set of those, they sell between $15 and $20. We have these cardinals. Actually, there's a mark on the bottom that I didn't notice. I don't even know what that says. I think that may have been somebody's price at some point. But and the cardinals, similar to the bunnies, they have the same weight and the same glaze consistency. 8 to 12 probably for the cardinals. Get a close up on those. Then just some more critters. I'm not going to show you guys the sets, but because they all match. But we've got ducks and dogs and pigs. 8 to 12. And now I want to say we paid. I don't remember what we paid. I want to say we paid $10 for a set of 3, and we have quite a few sets here. So I think we did okay. I paid a little bit more than I would have liked to have paid. Probably a little bit more than we would have paid if we would have bought them in bulk at either Eric or Bill's, but I'm okay with it. Totally okay with it. So we're definitely going to make money back on those. And the only thing I'm missing is the vase that you guys saw in yesterday's video, and I'm kind of bummed about it because I wanted to talk about that. But I'm not sure where it went. Sam moved stuff around while we were on vacation. Not her fault, but she moved stuff around and I don't know where she put it, and I couldn't find it. And I didn't text her to ask it because it's late at night and I didn't want to be like, hey, where's that vase? But we bought this giant art glass green vase, and the reason that we bought it is because we thought that it could possibly be another chalet vase, similar to the amethyst one that we bought a while back. The amethyst one did sell twice. It sold the first time to a very difficult buyer who, after excuse after excuse after excuse of not paying, we finally canceled the sale and resold it. The first time I believe it sold for 200 and something, and the second it was 100 and something. But it's a very nice Canadian art glass. So we were very excited when we found this green vase, thinking it could be another chalet without the original label. But we don't know enough about it to say this is for sure chalet. So I joined a couple Facebook groups that hopefully can help me ID it. And maybe put a name to it, but yeah, I don't know. We only paid $10 for it. If I can't prove it's chalet, I feel like I can at least get $40 for it. So we're gonna make our money back either way. But if I can say that it's chalet, I can definitely make $100 on it. So that's the difference. That's why it's so important. Now, we have a giant box of stuff that we're gonna go through now. This is exciting. This is what I was waiting for. That's why I went so quickly through all of that, because I wanted to get through this. I already knew what I had here, and this is what's exciting. Oh, here we go. Right on top here, we've got this awesome train planter. I don't even know who makes this, but it's got a really good weight to it. I love that glaze. It's like this greenish blue glaze. Unfortunately, there appears to be a manufacturer's defect right there on the little chimney thing. But you guys know how much we love trains, right? They're like our favorite thing in the world. We love them so much we live right next to one. That's right. This guy, now I know who makes this because it's kind of a thing. This is made by Morton Pottery. He's a little bulldog. He's yellow underneath all of that dirt and grime. I actually feel kind of gross touching him, I'm not gonna lie. This guy I do know could probably bring $15 to $20. The train, I don't know. You know, my typical planters that I make it's usually between 15 and 20. So without knowing who makes this, and if it's a rare piece, it could go for much more, but a typical generic planter, I'm gonna say probably 15 to 20. So I could be way off on that. Open road for boys. This appears to be Boy Scouts. Yep, I think it's a Boy Scout magazine. And it's from, I don't know what the date is on this. Oh, 1944. And I think if it is Boy Scouts, like I think it is, I think that Andrew will probably end up holding on to it for his dad, because his dad is like a unit commissioner of Boy Scouts or something. I don't know. Something like that. Here we've got a stoneware jug or crock of some sort. I'm not seeing any markings on it, but it's a really nice piece. That's kind of a good quality. Probably would have had a wooden lid or something on the top. And unfortunately, it's got a chunk out of it, but I really like that. I like the stoneware, so that's a nice piece. You could use that for a vase. I would use that for a vase. Stick some sunflowers in there, it would look really nice. Oh my gosh. Now that's just adorable. What is that marked? Oh, it's McCoy. That is just a cute little chick. It's a pitcher. It's marked McCoy. I don't know if it would be a juice pitcher. It seems kind of tiny. I mean, it's not small enough to be a creamer pitcher, but that is adorable. It's got some crazing on it, but it doesn't appear to be any chips or cracks. Oh, I take that back. There is a chip in the front, unfortunately, but it's on the very bottom, so I don't think anyone will really notice. I didn't notice. That's not really saying much, is it? Because I don't really notice these things. We've got one of these. I don't honestly even know who that is. What is that? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I'm just gonna set it over here now. We're gonna go through the other stuff because I feel like my ignorance is not gonna be appreciated. So we've got this Hubley cap gun. Now I had actually been the one to pick this up over at Bill's, and I wasn't sure. I really liked it. I liked the handle, and I wasn't sure if the handle was Bakelite or just early plastic. Unfortunately, it is cracked, and I don't know much about Hubleys, but this is cast metal, and it's actually got two barrels. I don't know, it's got two hammers here. I don't know what that means, but I thought this was neat. I thought it would make a cool display piece. It's not like terribly cracked. It's mostly on the bottom, but it was a neat piece, so I'm glad we got it. This is a Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts of America. Another Boy Scout piece. I do know what these are. These are Civil War forks. And Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Illustrated Gettysburg Battlefield Map and Story. Copyright 1957. That's pretty neat. We've got some acro agate. This is just a little toothpick holder. I don't believe this is one of the ones that glows under UV. I'm not seeing a whole lot of jadeite in there, but I will have to test it because a lot of these are ox blood, which is a reddish mixed with a jadeite, which is kind of like a lemonade, and it does glow under black light, and those usually typically sell better than the ones that do not glow under black light. We've got another Morton Pottery sampler. So Morton Pottery made these little urns, and they were part of a sampler for a paint company, and we come across them a lot, and a lot of people don't know what they are. So we could usually pick them up super cheap, and they'd sell between $10 and $20. And the collector value in them is that there are no two alike because they were dipped in the paint swirled. There's no two alike. They're all different colors. Some are more drab than others. Some are more colorful. And that kind of affects the value. This is kind of a fun red. I mean, this is primarily red. And it's bright red too. It's not, you know, we've had some gray ones that were just kind of meh. I like that one because it's so bright and red. We've got the Hummel Backpack Boy. Fortunately, the value in Hummels have gone down, but if you can get them for the right price, you can still make money on them. I don't, you know, I haven't bought and sold Hummels in so long that I do not remember my marks. I should be ashamed of myself. I cannot tell you how old this one is, but it is the little boy with the backpack. And I'm not sure how much they go for these days. I haven't really followed Hummels. I just saw the bottom drop out the bottom, and I don't buy them anymore because of that. A little toothpick elephant. It's a little toothpick holder for a little toothpick holder for elephants. You know the ones I'm talking about? No, this is a little elephant toothpick holder for toothpicks. That's what this is. You guys can tell it's late at night. This is why I didn't text Sam. Hey, where's the chalet vase thing? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, this is actually really, really cool. This is, I think this is like an ink blotter. It's an elephant. It's black glass, and I think it's an ink blotter. I think that's what this is. And you just roll it, I'm gonna say. It's actually really neat. I love the design of it. Oh, it's marked. What is it marked? THEW-31. I don't know what that means, but I really like this a lot. That would be a cool desk piece. And it is black glass because I can see it through the ring light, and it's not actually amethyst, which is kind of surprising. Now this little guy, oh, this little guy, he was a little, I want to say he was a candy holder. And I want to say that because we've sold one of these recently for about the third or fourth time because we had 3 or 4 people not pay for it. This was another one of those things where people just kept buying it and then they wouldn't pay for it. It was like, it was so weird. It was the same items over and over again that people were buying and then wouldn't pay for. And this was one of those items. I think it eventually sold between $5 and $10, but it's just a cute little glass doggy. He's got a lot of little odds and ends in here, and I'm not really sure about all of them. Lots of littles. Andrew loves the littles. This is made in occupied Japan. He's got a little tea set here. You guys probably remember the Germany one we got not too long ago, but that one was still in the box. So I'm not sure how much one not in the box would sell for, but it appears he's got the entire set here. He's also got some little washer bowls and pitchers and just a whole little mishmash of small porcelain pieces. I was just gonna bring it close to the light for you guys and my camera died, but there's a whole bunch of little pieces in there. So we've got these Ranger Joe Ranch milk glass mugs. He's got a set of 4 of them in here, as well as some little Tootsie cars. I believe those are Tootsies. Oh no, they're Barclay. I don't know. Now this one's a Tootsie. And this one, also a Tootsie. Little Tootsie cars and a Barclay car. Never heard of that before. We've got some little occupied Japan bud faces. Ta-da! So other than some Boy Scout badges and little things, that's all he's got in the box. We've emptied out the box. I feel like he did okay. I feel good about this. You know, for a day of not having Eric there, I feel like we did okay. I can tell you that The following week, which we've already filmed and which we already have in our possession, there were at least 6 boxes, maybe 7 that we purchased. And there's a lot, there's like so much stuff to go through. It's ridiculous. And it's just gonna be, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot, but you guys are gonna enjoy it, I think. So, anyway, it is late. I'm going to get to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video / mystery unboxing. I know it wasn't as exciting without Andrew here and just me going through a box of stuff, but I enjoyed that. I thought that was kind of fun. I had no idea what to expect. I was a little surprised by a few things, I'm not gonna lie, and I really wish he was here to explain them to me, but you know, it's all good. I think we made it through it. I think it added like a little special touch to it, but the next mystery unboxing Andrew will be here for, and I look forward to sharing it with you guys. So I will see you tomorrow for a shopping video. I am going shopping tomorrow by myself, probably to the community aid for half off day, my favorite day, as you know. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Later. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook.